Alright, we're going to hop on for game number 2. And look who I get. I get LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'm Ernie, that's Shaq. This is 2K Sports. Thanks for hanging with us. Tonight, it'll be the
25-point loss to the Knicks. This ought to be even worse. Kyrie Irving, Deion Waiters, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Verjao down low. Did you see how I was ranked number 1 in defense? We didn't look like it that last game. I didn't adjust anything other than the game settings. I adjusted the speed.
Kyrie Irving and the number 1 pick.
Shaq. I can't stand Shaq talking. Love to watch him play. Can't stand him talking. Alright, we're home, so maybe that'll make a little bit of a difference. Let's skip through this.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick. It's the NBA on Halloween. This is Kevin Harlan. Tonight, the United Center in Chicago is the setting for
we blew that one, didn't we?
Central Division rivalry
Irving. I probably should guard. Oh my goodness.
New York in their last game played. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked
LeBron starting things off.
And you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
Here's the starting group for the...
Okay, that's a little fast. What did I choose sides not on? Holy cow. Where's it at? This game speed's what we're looking for. Alright. I changed that earlier. That's not what we should have been changing. Hold on, let's go back. Gameplay settings. Okay. I'm not seeing gameplay speed. Am I just missing it? Because that's way too freaking fast. Maybe I can't change it. Controller settings? No, that's not what we want. Controls? No.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards.
LeBron's already got 5.
At the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao knocking down the middle. Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. That's good. Irving's got his first bucket in this one.
Gee, 7-0.
There, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such
Look underneath.
access to the rim.
You know, there were a lot of people.
We gotta change that. That's just way too fast. Let's do default because that's just too fast.
Thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps
that was terrible.
Playoffs, but injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
And Cleveland
nope, it's still
in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close.
Oh gosh.
They couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shock analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer.
This is like watching it in fast forward mode.
5 on the clock. From deep, James Gasol with the rebound.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Oh.
They were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide
gosh.
Open. Takes it off the...
Okay. There's got to be a way to change that because it's game speed, game style. Okay, fouls. I don't worry about fouls. Tendencies, ball handling, speed's 50. Alright, I don't see it, guys, so I'm gonna.
Waiters got it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and save it and quit. And taking a while to load. That was just too fast. I mean, maybe I should probably put it at like 60. All right, let's go up here and change this. No, gameplay settings. Oh my gosh, this is like insane fast. All right, let's continue this.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Is it starting it over?
Presented by Sprite.
Hey,
Yeah, it looks like it
Johnson
is.
Here with Shaquille O'Neal, we welcome you to 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, that'll be all right.
Cleveland, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Early going
Shaq, what do you think?
And Shaq, when is it that you really get an accurate read on who the strong teams are, who you think you can handle, who might?
All right, so I'm
that kind of
gonna edit out that first part of the video. Let's see if we pick up where we left off. If we're starting over, no, we're starting over. All right, that's good. So ignore that first part. You're not gonna. Man, I tried to play this. I set the game speed to 80, and it was just ridiculous. So we'll edit the video out some. There we go. It's faster.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters.
That's off.
The 2 stars, Ron and at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5
Let's
spot.
go over here.
Anderson Verjao, a quality defensive center, great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of
I'll tell you this, it's gonna be a long season if.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Noah kicks to Rose. Butler from outside. And again, Chicago. No good.
That's 3 misses.
I can't rely on the threes this year like I have in the past.
James dishes to Irving. Tries again. And LeBron with the layup.
5-0, just like last game, man. Started off.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some.
And
There we go.
by Rose.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
We just stay close, stay in the game.
Coming off the loss to New York.
Now, Kevin, I'm all for aggressive defense, but they were over the top in that game and wound up in a lot of foul trouble.
Well, Steve, you and I both know it, Kevin as well. There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Clearly, they were the latter.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Anderson Verjao. Noah with it, 9 points, last game out. And the rejection by Love. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler missing again. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving passes to James. Raiders on the wing. Feeds to shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way.
All right, we're hanging in this one. This isn't like the
Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think they're a little better than this ball club, and it showed.
that's one of the more frustrating things of the NBA 2K5 or 15 series is the passing. I wasn't trying to pass that way at all.
Battling for the second chance points.
Bulls have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Rose goes in. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And we're already going to be...
That was the way it went against most teams they faced.
Very hard team to get the best of, Kevin. The Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the
Derek hits a 3. Keep us in the game.
Coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose.
There we go.
He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside
pick this
shooter,
up.
but he's a pick your poison type of player. We can't let him get."
I'm not sure I want to LeBron, but
Thanks, Doris. Here's LeBron. The Bulls getting the bucket. The feed to Verija. That's good.
why?
He's got his first points in this one. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this
Where'd he come from?
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence.
Right back at him, right back at him.
With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play.
This is better.
The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Getting the feel for things.
Possession here. After the Bulls pick up 2. James sets the screen for Irving. Verija with a screen on Rose. It's stolen. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rose has got.
We got our first lead of the season.
Shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. Even became a
Keeping LeBron in check right now.
For Chicago's top deep dish.
Well, we got a whole new crew coming in for us. I guess they do too.
This town.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Mirotic, Garden. Who I'm guarding? Cutting baseline.
Jones. Here's Dellavedova. Shot clock at 6. Chicago grabs the miss. You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
Now here's Jones. That's good. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Heinrich.
Sloppy basketball.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And that one's good.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
41 seconds left to play here in the first.
Heinrich.
Jones with the screen on Heinrich. Jones sets the pick for Miller. There's the pass to Jones. 11 feet away, and a great assist.
I can't keep trading baskets.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to New York.
Not just a loss.
Heinrich kicks to McDermott. He dishes it to Gibson. Here's Mirotic.
That a baby.
And he gets the bucket.
Either New York's going to be the dominant team this year and are 10 times better than Cleveland, or this game is OP, man. Oh my gosh.
And he should thank
it was Miller, but still.
Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
After the buzzer. Or New York's just OP. They're overpowered.
Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Which is the good news is, I'm not getting blown out right now. I am not getting blown out right now. Tie game.
Coming up next Thursday, November 6th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Don't miss it.
Ugh.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast.
All right, we're just gonna hang with him now.
Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Miller. Then it's Jones. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's
Jones is on fire.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Well, the Bulls were expected to play a role in free agency this past summer with all the cap room they had. A lot of options.
There we go.
They could have gone.
Now Cleveland shooting well, 50% from the floor.
50%. That's crazy.
Dellavedova dishes to Miller. Jones up top. 6 points for him. Miller kicks to Dellavedova. Lock at 6. Here's Thompson. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Inside.
Woo!
Out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Looked like a foul to me.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah.
Starters are back in.
Dunleavy comes in for McDermott. Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Rose in for Kirk Heinrich. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love checked in for Thompson. James comes in.
Did all that sweet moves and
it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving's shot is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficient.
missed the layup, and then our AI defense doesn't get back in transition. And
it's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Rose. He has 7. Noah's
finish that, Noah. Golly, it's a layup.
On the wing, James. He's covered by Rose. The wide open look here for Marion. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Passes to Gibson. And stolen by Irving.
Golly.
And stolen by Butler.
Slow down, slow down.
Now
Where's
let's
Derek?
send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011.
Boom, shakalaka.
Promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that.
Gotta help with LeBron. We'll take that.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris.
We'll take that.
Well, last year LeBron mentioned that he was jealous of Durant's shot totals. Just an offhanded remark by him, but it did open up some speculation by what he meant.
The free throw drops for James.
Tied up at 20 now.
And you know that remark by LeBron.
Pau Gasol comes back in, as does Verjao. Verjao is Zhao. Verjao.
How he is able to score without having to be a bulk shooter.
Well, one thing is for sure, I'm not exactly sure of what his comments, how you should interpret them, but LeBron was very aware of what Durant was doing last year, and he even admitted to having KD stats sent to his phone after every game, so he was keeping track of it.
Kicks it to Dunlap. Pass to Gasol. Dishes it to Rose.
I was lucky there. I didn't throw that away. Oh.
6 on the shot clock. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his
They've
downplayed
downplayed Rose's speed a little bit this year. He was unstoppable the last few years when he was going to the basket.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Beyond the arc. And it's capitalize here in this quarter. Irving kicks to Love.
Kevin can hit that.
Rolling around and rims out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to. And yet
There we go.
got away with it.
They brought up
Jimmy.
the three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right
Achievement
now.
unlocked. What do we do? Run and gun. All right.
Making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
Oh,
Here is Irving.
yeah.
6 points for him last game against New
Moving
York.
screen on Kevin Love.
Screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised at this because
Because of their depth.
there's no way that,
Off the bench to keep leads.
in my opinion, New York is this much better than Cleveland.
You know that old saying, the more
I would
things
much
change,
rather
the more
play
things
New York
stay
than
the
Cleveland
same.
most of the time. I
Back
mean,
in
LeBron James
Chicago,
is
once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
LeBron is tough, but
Cavaliers on D, trailing by 4.
according to the last game,
Down to 5 on the shot.
Dallenberg is a much better player than he is.
And it's 9 points for Derrick Rose.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he closes it.
The hang of things now. It usually takes a few games, so.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time. When you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. He feeds it to Irving.
I wonder if they beat New York.
Screen on Rose. And there's the
Kevin
whistle.
Love does not know how to screen. That's his second personal foul.
Let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Number 5, the Bulls.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc.
All right.
That carried them
Enough of looking at
right up to the top
what's
of the
going
list.
on. That was strange.
Here's Chicago.
Animations need to speed up a little bit.
Run right now. Right side Rose. Here's
What a pass.
It's good.
Wow.
The assist from Rose.
Right there, that's what we're
And
talking
now an about.
about.
Bulls lead.
When the system works, when the game works the way it's supposed to, it is absolutely beautiful. But it's got so many bugs and glitches in it that one little false touch of the...
And they're really lining them up defensively.
That's his third personal foul on screens.
Right there.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
So for
That's
the Bulls,
strange too.
Mirotić is checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for
Oh, they got...
It's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose.
Oh gosh.
And Cleveland with a change here too. Thompson's checked in. Now here's Gasol.
Gasol.
Heinrich outside. Shot clock at 6. Butler.
Woo!
He was fouled and he's going to the line for one more.
Now we're clicking.
Another
Now we're
pass put
clicking.
right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
A different look now for Cleveland. Miller comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
I still have not got the free throws down for this one yet.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
Now here's Heinrich after LeBron James's miss. Here's Mirotić. Drill.
That a baby Mirotić.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to
Now we're
make an
clicking.
adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now here is Miller. Here's Dellavedova, and he banks
Oh
in the
my.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great
Already we
position
can tell
inside.
that this is
Getting the ball
playing
to the post
defense.
should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Oh,
Well, what
finish
appears to
that,
be an
Kirk.
easy 2 points just never materialized.
pass to LeBron.
I have to figure out what dunk is because we're not dunking when we get to the hole. Oh my.
LeBron's got it back down to a single-digit deficit.
That's
for the
why.
Oh,
That's right,
man,
just
he
hold
goes
on to
old
it.
school on us with the finger roll.
And so we conclude the first half. In Chicago, they lead by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Berg. standing
Leading by
on the
8.
sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose
good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
These are kind of cheesy because the answers are real generic. Really generic. I'm shooting 54% from the field, so Rose has got 9. Life is the way it should be.
What a game for Rose. He has 9 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates.
I'm going to have to switch the simulation time for the other games because they're scoring in the 120s. We're at 33-25 at halftime, and the scoring titles and stuff are going to be hard to compete with when those guys have much more time to play. Okay, we're down. We're only up 6 now, so blow by him. Yes.
Rose has got 11 points.
Boy, nice work inside.
Could have dished it too, but
a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill
we
and
gotta keep
creativity,
LeBron contained.
particularly
Fight
on the
through the
release to
screen.
make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now here's Waiters. Here's Verajao.
Oh, come on, Noah.
Verajao's got his second bucket of the night. Now
One of the best defensive players in the game, and you're just standing there watching him.
Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions.
Oh no. It's showtime, baby. Signature LeBron James right there. There you go, posterized.
That kind of flair in a close game. The important thing is
That was sweet. All right, we're gonna have to get back under control here. There we go. Come on, Jimmy. That.
It's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Now we're in trouble.
Great assist that time by
Now we're in
Kyrie
trouble. LeBron's starting to warm up.
Rose dishes to Butler. Butler missing again. Cavaliers
Oh gosh.
4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Yeah, he put himself
10-2 run in the last minute and a half. That's ridiculous.
right to the rack.
All right, tied up again. I was getting a little comfortable, and
Rose against Irving. And it's Gasol penetrating, so he gets the whistle.
we just can't finish. But that's 4 on Kevin Love, so at this rate, he's gonna be fouled out by quarter.
2013-14, Steve with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but
Oh, missed that. Get back, get back, get back, get back.
He's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
I don't know who that was. Is that Irving that went up?
Dunleavy up top. He's covered by Irving.
There it is.
Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Irving against Rose. And the pass to Dunleavy. The shot by Butler.
That's off.
Around. And again,
That was way off. I could
Chicago.
tell by the slider down there.
For Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. You've been hearing them for years.
Snatched up. Verajao.
There we go. This is a little more realistic of a game.
From deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Rose penetrating. Can't
Finish those.
Usually, if he gets to
Finish
the rim,
those.
he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
All right, LeBron's giving him the lead. Now we're going to call timeout, try to get things back under control.
Trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start.
This is what I was afraid of.
Chicago making some changes. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Tony Snell subbed in for Dunleavy.
10-point lead is diminished. Now they're up 1. But we're hanging in there. We're good.
Jones subbed in for James.
I just got to get
Rose against Irving.
some offense
There's the
going
feed to
now.
Snell. Butler in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Seems to have lost his touch this quarter, guys. 1 field goal.
That's all right. We'll take it. Oh. Irving's tough, that's for sure. He's quick.
He's looking for Marion and finds
Former Duke guard.
Puts up the baby hook. A special move before
Come on, Taj, stay on the ground.
got the game tied up here for
All
Cleveland.
right. There we go. 0-0. In essence. Let's see.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And it's Rose penetrating. And he was fouled.
Finish, Derek. Finish.
Well, what was supposed to be the
These are supposed to be and ones, man.
Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Heinrich in for Jimmy Butler.
Oi.
Here's Irving.
Yeah, that's mine.
Rebounded by Snell.
Well, you take a look at Rose, who was
T. Thompson with the foul off the ball.
Being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury.
McDermott comes in for Rose. I've yet to hit a 3 with him.
Unfortunately, the surgery did manage to keep
And they still got Irving in, so I'm...
provides a better prognosis as we move forward.
There it is.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
1:35 left in the third.
I thought I figured out the sliders, but that one wasn't even close to the...
Miller outside. He kicks to Irving. Marion a screen on Heinrich.
To the line that's there, so I don't know. You know what? It went in, so we'll take it. Gotta stay close to Mike Miller
On the shot clock.
for the kick out. Irving's gonna take it himself.
Shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls.
He's a stud.
And Steve,
That's
now
for sure.
Derrick Rose. How will his game adapt to having surgery?
I don't know if y'all ever saw this. I think it was a Sprite commercial with him dressing up like an old man.
Breakneck style was too much for his joints, but the mental side of it, that's what I look at.
And he goes and plays with a bunch of young kids, and then he starts tearing up on them. Pretty funny.
Jones kicks to Irving.
Who am I freaking?
Johnson sets the pick for Irving. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Heinrich. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. McDermott can't get it to go.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock
Hey,
and the game clock.
stay up on him, stay up on him, stay up on him, stay up on him. Fight through the screen.
He dishes it to Jones. No good off the front.
Good board. We're rebounding better this game, that's for sure. 9 seconds left.
McDermott kicks to Heinrich. And again, Chicago.
That's all right.
No good.
Don't foul, don't foul.
Ease it up. No good.
Ooh, that was close. 3-point lead going into the fourth.
And we just finished the third quarter. And we
Got to keep LeBron in check.
Bulls lead by
Got to
3.
keep Kyrie in front of me.
Store for you right after this.
And LeBron's had some sweet junks though, right? I don't know how many. He probably has 20 other points. But anyway, if you haven't seen that Sprite commercial with Kyrie Irving, you need to check it out. They also have one with a guy that, I don't know his name, he's a freestyle soccer player. And he goes out into a street game of soccer and he's messing around and stuff, and all of a sudden he starts doing tricks, and it's pretty cool. Pretty amazing stuff.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
That's not going to be from me. Oh, it is. It's from Kirk.
Some serious
To Jimmy. Man, the graphics, aren't they good looking? It's amazing what they're doing with these new consoles. Alright, we got to play smart for 6 minutes.
And Cleveland looking
Even up the record. Oh. That is not how to do it. I should have just kept going. Uh-oh, LeBron's got it.
Love with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Okay.
Here passes it to Butler. Let's go. Rose.
Boom.
And the Bulls lead by 3.
Ba-boom.
That's been a great day for him.
Boom goes the room.
He gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. Pass to LeBron. Dishes it to Waiters. Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Rose. Dellavedova, the pass to Waiters. They get it back.
Well, that's clearly a situation.
You know what? Taj Gibson is a beast.
Too good of a look at it.
Not true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Rose kicks to Gibson. With some arc. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a try.
What?
Oh, no, you hate to see that.
I thought it was a foul.
That can cost you the game like this.
I wonder if I held it too long or
A moment to check in with
held the shoot button too long.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside.
Yeah, LeBron's having to get used to a new offense, Princeton offense, where they move the ball around and it's not so much isolation and a one-man show. It's about patience and
it's Rose penetrating.
there.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I don't understand that at all.
Wide open look and another miss by Cleveland. The Bulls leading by 3. Noah's shot is off, and the call will be against Joe. That's his first foul, and as usual, he's the one directing traffic.
I don't know how Derek missed that. He should have dunked it. Instead, he just left it hanging in the air. Put back by Love.
No doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect
Our bigs have got to play.
At both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal too.
Butler dishes to Rose. Right side Gasol.
A little short jumper.
Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately
Gotta stop this man. Gotta stop this man.
James kicks to Dellavedova. It's good. This game is all
Tied up.
Lazy defense. That's why the score is
Helped with LeBron and he kicked it out. That's basketball for you.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
And the Cavaliers making
all right.
here. Irving's checked in.
3 minutes left.
2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Irving against Rose. That's a 2 from Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short. And for LeBron Clark, you think from a competitive standpoint, it might have made sense for him to leave Miami?
Grab it.
I don't know if it was driven by competitive reasons, quite honestly. I mean, with the new luxury tax, it had gotten harder for the Heat to add talent to that superstar core. You know, on the Cavs side, LeBron can command the max and play with some younger players who are a relative bargain on their rookie contracts. But I think it went deeper than that. I think it really was.
All right, here we go.
The pull of Northeastern Ohio being stronger than any other consideration for him and his mentor.
Gasol spinning off.
Thank you.
And Gasol gets it to go.
That rebound and the
I don't know why Rose isn't finishing at the basket. I guess I'm guarding Varejao. Paul, come on. Take a charge or at least foul him or something.
They are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Rose passes to Noah. And that
There we go.
Noah's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
I'd like to know what
There we go. Just stay in the game. Give us a chance.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring.
Yeah, crash the glass is right. Primary defensive objective.
Here's Irving.
Jamming out to the rock music. The gameplay.
James wide open. And that one goes long.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range.
Here we go. Here's where we got to capitalize. A minute left.
Rose dishes to Butler. goes against Waiters. The kick outside to Butler. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Yeah, it didn't.
1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The drive by LeBron.
Good. See, that's what should have happened the first time.
What a game.
Dunleavy will foul.
He's got 16 points and 2 steals. Well, getting to the free throw
Nothing
line,
easy.
converting once he's there, along with
Get
his
up.
passing. Those are the
Get up,
areas where he's been
LeBron.
strong. Well, yeah, guys, it's basically just old school basketball he's been playing. I love it.
Get up, LeBron. All right, down to the minute.
And it's a 2-point ball game.
You just knew he wasn't going to miss there, not with so much riding on it.
Rose up on top, covered by Irving. Rose, no
He
good.
can't finish. I don't understand.
Almost tied it up with that shot. Boy, they're
Oh, no.
this close here in the fourth quarter, scrapping back into it. It's been the story of the
Get
game.
back on
Unfortunately,
defense.
his teammates have bailed him out.
Okay, we're gonna have to hit a 3.
To Dunlap. For 3.
Get in there. Yes.
And what a sensational
There we go.
bucket to bring them within 1.
A crucial basket. They needed it. And
Well, you ain't gonna get a stop now. We got time.
Try to take as much
Nothing
time.
easy. Oh, there it is.
exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Butler goes in.
There it is.
And that bucket ignites.
A little slippity doo dah.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in
All
their
right, they still got 30 seconds though. Come on. Nothing easy. They're gonna try to isolate LeBron down low in the post against Dunleavy.
LeBron is screen on Rose. The dish to LeBron.
Yep.
Uncovered.
Oh my gosh.
Major trouble dealing with LeBron.
We knew it was coming.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it
Gonna
over.
isolate LeBron coming off the
Down
screen,
by 1.
top of the key. Nice little jumper. He's gonna hit that.
What's your take, guys?
No need to rush.
He's gonna hit that. Now we just gotta get one back. All we have to do is get a basket and hold him.
Missile, you got a shot on an offensive rebound. Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
Here's Rose.
Oh.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside. And you know, if you're
We'll
on
take it.
defense and you're going to foul, make sure
All
it's a
right,
good
Chris.
They did, preventing the and one.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
I thought I was gonna miss that one. Come on, Derek. Nice and easy, bud. Boom. There it is. All right.
And that gives them the lead.
We can get the ball out. We know they're going to LeBron.
Had to come away with the lead on that trip.
Timeout called. Cleveland. By 1. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, and you've got the luxury here of running a play, so you
Well,
do something when you're
We're just gonna stay where we're at,
Absolutely,
and
Steve. I mean, no need to panic
we know it's going to
whatsoever.
LeBron, but I don't want to
They're
double
good
team
spot
LeBron
right
because he's gonna kick it out. And he's good at that. Oh gosh.
James, left side. And here is Waiters with the shot. No good. Here's Farrakhan.
No.
He hits the shot.
It doesn't count.
Hang on, guys, hold everything. The officials.
It doesn't count. Come on. He didn't get it up in time.
Celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at the
Uh-oh.
monitor to see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands, but we'll see.
Yep. I lost. Wow. Because I think it's off the release point. If he releases it before the light. He released it before the backboard lit up, which means it should
We have
count.
final word from the officials.
Oh, I lost.
Counts, and this game is in the books. Although we had to wait for the review on the
Off of a
buzzer
putback.
Kind of held their breath there, Kevin, but we get confirmation. The Buccaneers
Heartbreaking loss.
made the right call.
Had that one.
The
But our big men aren't
results
rebounding, and there's nothing you can do.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody
1/10 of a
wants to
second
lose the
put back
first game, Kevin. It's much
is
better
dagger in the
when
heart.
it's tight.
Starting off 0-2 is not good, but you know what? It's better than the 25-point blowout we were dealt by the Knicks. So, did you watch the guys walk to the locker room? That's going to be it for me.